Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review, and this time I'm going to be doing the 1990 film Pretty Woman. Of course, it was Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Of course, this is the movie that made Julia Roberts into an international movie star with this film. Even though that she was already in film, already by the time she did this. She was in actually I think about like three other movies. She did a movie called Satisfaction, which was an all-girl band. But she was in the star of the movie. The star of the movie was actually Justin Bateman from Family Ties. And then, of course, she did the movie which many people consider her breakout role, which was Mystic Pizza. And of course, her movie which borderline from I think more of a breakout role was in the 1988 film called, I think it was 88 or 89. That was before Pretty Woman, called Still Magnolias, where a character, not giving away, she dies in the end. But this is the movie that made her into an international star, and also started the trend with the hookup with the heart of gold in a storyline. Because he did not only did this film, but also did with a storyline on the television show Melrose Place. Plus another film about a few years later called Leaving Las Vegas with Elizabeth Shue as the hookup with the heart of gold. Like I said, Pretty Woman came out in 1990, and this was this Richard Gere. But by the way, he hated this movie. Well, he did, and on the praise it got. So Richard Gere actually basically hated this film. And also, of course, this is the second film that Richard Gere did that came out that year. Earlier in 1990, a movie he did called Turn of Affairs came out where he played a villain. This time, he did not play a villain in this film. He plays a businessman named Edward Lewis, who happened to be in Beverly Hills, to buy or take over a company that was owned by I forgot the guy's name. Excuse me, I forgot the guy's name. Like I say, I forgot the guy's name. Not Jason Robert or Ralph Bellamy. I don't remember who it was, but Ralph Bellamy's company. And what he was planning to do was he buys what his character does is buy companies and take them apart one by one. And he wanted his girlfriend to come out to LA from the Beverly Hills so it could be his date for the week. So it could be a little more sociable, go out to dinner with Ralph Bellamy and have his pretty girl by his side. And his current girlfriend says, forget, you always call me and get back and call and forget. So while he's going from this party, which he was in, to his hotel in Beverly Hills, he goes down Hollywood Boulevard in his lawyer's car, played by Jason Alexander, pre-Seinfeld. And he runs into Julia Roberts asking for directions to the hotel. And of course, he ends up eventually hiring her to be his back and call girl for the whole week. And of course, she agrees. And of course, the week goes on and continues. And of course, she has to go out and get dresses, so it can be more presentable. And of course, the guy who helps her out is Hector Elizondo, who plays the hotel manager of the hotel that they stay in. And very funny thing is that he plays a similar kind of role in the Princess Diary films. And of course, they go out shopping, or Julia Roberts does it first. Goes to Rodeo Drive, and of course she goes into the store dressing like she does here on the cover of the the video. And of course the sales ladies there says, forget, we're not going to help you here. Because I saw the way she was dressed, and she said, we don't have anything that's appropriate for you. Because I figured, oh, you go to one of those shitty, sex shops or something. So that's when Hector Elizondo helps her out. And of course, you only get one dress. And Richard Gere says, how come you only got one dress? Give you enough money to get more than one outfit. And she said, because it mean to me. And he explains to why. So he goes shopping with her, and then they get more dresses and anything else. And of course, there's the most famous scene, or most quotable scene, and our women love this particular scene, where she goes back, all dressed all nice and fancy, this beautiful dress and a hat. She goes back to the store that treated her lousy, and says, you work with commission, right? He says, yeah. Big mistake. Big. Huge. And she runs out of the store. And of course, eventually, if Pretty Woman was made today in 2014 instead of back in 1990, people would say, oh, this movie is too predictable because you know what's going to happen at the end of the film, which is, of course, the two characters, and they're falling in love with each other, and at the end of the movie, he climbs up and finally escapes to the house where, well, not really a house, but the one down motel where Julia Roberts was living, and rescues her from the tower, and that's it. That's pretty much how the movie is. But the movie itself was, even though it's a kind of predictable film, when you first saw it in 1990, and you still occasionally watch it today, it's still an enjoyable movie. Because Julia Roberts steals every scene that she was in, and she was in almost every scene in the film. And of course, Richard Gere was also very good. He pretty much was in self-control pretty much the whole film. Except, of course, the one scene where he really loses his temper, and Jason Alexander. Because Jason Alexander, unlike the neurotic, crazy character he played on Seinfeld, in Pretty Woman he was a jerk. If you want to see Jason Alexander playing a real jerk of a character, you watch Pretty Woman. He actually gets beat up by Richard Gere. There's a scene where, why don't I give too much away, but after the business deal, and the business deal goes through, what the hell do I have on my shirt here? Sorry about that. He goes to the hotel and attempts to rape Julia Roberts. It's like an attempted rape scene almost. And Richard Gere yanks Alexander off Julia Roberts, and he gives him one good punch, and beats the crap out, kicks him out, and fires him right there on the spot. And of course, and not too long after that, I think around the same time, but just after that, Seinfeld came on television. So he had a long career on Seinfeld, but just even considering what TV Guide says, Seinfeld was the worst show ever on television. Maybe do a review on that, but I'm going to say with Pretty Woman, and Pretty Woman was a very good film, but the problem is, one of the problems in this, or two problems actually, in Pretty Woman was the fact that Julia Roberts used a body double and allowed for love scenes or supposed nude scenes in this film, because Julia Roberts does not do nude scenes. So, even now, when she's in her mid-40s now, she still does not do nude scenes. And so what they did was they used a body double, and you know what? You can tell when it's not her body. When you don't see Julia Roberts' face, when you specifically don't see her face, that's a body double. When you see her body from her neck down, especially during the shopping scenes when she's trying on clothes, and you see her bare back and pulling down her dress, and you just see her from the back. That was a body double. When her character is first introduced in the film, you just see her legs and her midriff a little bit. That was the body double. It was not Julia Roberts' body. But some of the other scenes, we actually do see her face. When she wears the outfit, where she takes her outfit off, you can see her in a bra and panties. And I think that might have been her body. I'm not too sure that they used the body double in that scene or not, because I don't think they edited it, so it didn't have CGI was just a couple of years away. So you didn't really have that to fall back on to put her head on somebody else's body. And I think they did that. For that scene, when Julia Roberts and Richard Gere first had sex, and she takes her hooker outfit off, and you see her in the bra and the panties, you think it may have been her body, because you do see her face in that scene. I think also maybe the other scene, maybe it was her, was a scene where they were laying in bed, and you see Julia Roberts like topless in the bed, but she's lying down, so you don't really see anything. That's her bare back and bare shoulders, and she's lying down. You don't see her dress at all in that scene because she's lying on. But maybe in a long shot, maybe a wide shot, and they might use the body double for that scene. I really don't know. But when the other scenes, when you don't specifically see Julia Roberts' face, that's a body double. The other problem I have with this movie is that you have a lot of editing mistakes. And if you look at Pretty Woman, more than any other film, you can tell, well, there's always some kind of editing goof that you see sometimes in some movies, if you look close enough. And Pretty Woman had that. Specifically, there's like two specific scenes. There's one scene, like I just mentioned earlier, with Julia Roberts with the body double. The scene when they first have sex, when she was producing, when Julia Roberts was producing Richard Gere, naturally, of course, Richard Gere's in a suit, and he's just there in a shirt. He's not wearing a suit jacket, he's just wearing a shirt. And he has a tie loosened up a little bit. What Julia Roberts does, she comes over to where he's saying, she kneels down, and she's actually saying her knees are on a pillow. She takes the tie off, unbuttons his shirt, and then about a few seconds later, you see him with the tie on and the shirt button. So there's one editing mistake. The other editing mistake was at the dinner scene with Richard Gere, Ralph Bellamy, and Julia Roberts, and Ralph Bellamy's grandson, and the actor's name escapes me from right now, who plays the grandson. And of course, they're eating dessert at this point, and like cups, or ice cream with cups in it, or cups with the little ice cream in it, and you have all the ice cream around them. And Julia Roberts is eating the ice cream. And of course, you see all the cups are empty. And then for a few seconds, you see the cups not there. Because all the cups were on the plate. All the cups were gone. And then a couple of seconds later, you see the waiter removing the cups. So like two editing mistakes that's pretty obvious if you pay close attention to it. But that doesn't take away from how good this movie was. And this was a good movie, and it does result in Julia Roberts' first Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. Not her first nomination altogether, because she was nominated for Steel Magnolias as the Best Supporting Actress, but she didn't win. And she didn't win for Pretty Woman either, but she was nominated for Best Actress. And of course, 10 years later, she was nominated for Erin Brockovich, and she won Best Actress for that one. I may eventually get to Erin Brockovich for a review, but just doing Pretty Woman right now, and I still think it's one of the most enjoyable films. And I've seen it, and it did get rave reviews from critics at the time. Even though Richard Gere was saying like years later, like on 20th anniversary or something, said that he never liked the movie because he thought it was too unbelievable. Maybe so, but it's still, I can understand his point, but it was still an enjoyable film. All the actors were good in it. Richard Gere was great in it. Julia Roberts, like I said, saw every film, and Hector Elizondo, who played the hotel manager, was also very good in the film. And this was also Ralph Bellamy's final movie role because he died like a year later or a year and a half after this movie came out. He died. So this was the last role of Ralph Bellamy. He played, like I said, he played the owner of the company that Richard Gere was trying to take over. But he was also great in it. In fact, all the acting was great in it, despite the ending mistakes. And the film was still an enjoyable film to watch. So if you never see Pretty Woman, please, I don't know if it's on YouTube. I doubt it. Because one of the copyright rules always take stuff down. I think somebody posts a movie on YouTube, people usually doesn't last very long, and people will take it down, which aggravates me to no end. The people will take movies down when people post it. So if you've never seen this movie, you get it on Netflix or something. Please, I highly recommend this film if you never saw it. Please like my video, please comment on it, and please subscribe to my channel, and please watch my videos or repost on your Facebook pages. Thank you for watching.